Cold open, the blood-packed. Rooftop, night, overlooking LA skyline. Rain pours as Ji-Hoon kneels before his boss, Mr. Han, swearing loyalty. A rival gang war is brewing. Mr. Han orders, protect the package at all costs, no matter who she is. Ji-Hoon accepts, unaware the package is the daughter of Han's sworn enemy. Mood, dark, cinematic. Thunder crashes as he seals his fate. Music, deep synths, heartbeat rhythm. The kidnapping, nightclub parking lot. Clara, in a red dress, steps out of a limo, the daughter of the rival boss. Suddenly, chaos erupts. Masked men attack. Ji-Hoon intervenes, taking down assailants with brutal precision. He pulls Clara into a car and speeds off. Clara, furious, who the hell are you? Ji-Hoon, calm, the one keeping you alive. High tension. Flashes of gunfire reflected in wet pavement. The hideout, abandoned warehouse on the edge of the city. Ji-Hoon ties his wound as Clara glares. She realizes he's from her father's enemy's side. Clara, you work for Han. My father will kill you. Ji-Hoon, he'll have to find us first. Hatred and attraction simmer beneath every word. The revelation, dimly lit warehouse, dawn light creeping in. Ji-Hoon gets a call from his boss. Once she's safe, eliminate her. No witnesses. He ends the call silently, eyes darkening. Clara overhears. Her breath catches. Betrayal? Stillness before the storm. Confession in the shadows. Rooftop of the hideout, morning. Clara confronts him with a gun. Clara, you were going to kill me. Ji-Hoon, I was told to, but I can't. A pause. She lowers the gun. Their eyes meet, the beginning of forbidden love. Soft piano with strings. Tension melts into emotion. The attack. Same warehouse later that day. The rival gang tracks them down. Explosive gunfight. Ji-Hoon protects Clara fiercely, bullets tearing through walls. He's hit but keeps fighting. Clara helps him escape through the back, dragging him into a getaway car. Adrenaline, chaos, slow-motion shots. Sanctuary by the sea. Small beach house at dusk. Ji-Hoon's wound is treated. They talk by candlelight. Clara, we're enemies. Ji-Hoon, not tonight. They share a quiet, tender kiss. Waves crashing outside. Romantic, cinematic warmth contrasts with the violence before. The betrayal. Same beach house, night. Mr. Han arrives with his men. Ji-Hoon was tracked. Han, you chose her over your blood. Ji-Hoon stands between them and Clara. Gunfire erupts. Ji-Hoon takes down several men but is gravely wounded. Clara screams, Ji-Hoon, no! The final stand. Beach, sunrise. Ji-Hoon, bleeding, faces Han one last time. Ji-Hoon, you taught me loyalty. You never said to whom. He shoots Han before collapsing into Clara's arms. Slow-motion sunrise. Waves washing over them. Tears and blood mingling. The letter. Weeks later, Clara at a cemetery. She places a letter on Ji-Hoon's grave. You saved me when you shouldn't have. You loved me when you couldn't. As she walks away, a shadowy figure watches. Ji-Hoon's ring glinting in his hand. Twist ending. Seoul Alley, night. Rain glistens on slick pavement. Neon signs flicker in Hangul. A group of smugglers load weapons into a van. Suddenly, a blur of motion. Ji-Hoon Park, face shadowed, strikes with precision. 1, 2, 3 men down. He disarms the last one and presses a gun to his throat. Ji-Hoon coldly in Korean. Where's Victor Han? Smuggler terrified. He's in Los Angeles. Waiting for you. Ji-Hoon pulls back. Ji-Hoon. Then he's waiting to die. He walks away, disappearing into the neon fog. Forbidden love. The enforcers return. Los Angeles Art Gallery, day. Elegant music plays. Clara Evans, radiant but distant, moves among guests. Her eyes drift to a photo on display. Ji-Hoon's face, framed beside her late father's portrait. Her assistant approaches. Assistant, Miss Evans, a donation just arrived. No name, just this. She opens a small velvet box. Inside, Ji-Hoon's silver ring. Clara freezes. Clara whispering, "No, he can't be alive." A shadow watches her from across the street. Seoul Safe House, night. Detective Mason Lee, mid-30s, Korean-American, hands Ji-Hoon a dossier. "Mason, Victor Han took control after your boss died. Now he wants the Evans family erased, starting with Clara." Ji-Hoon, "Then I'm going back." Mason, "You barely survived last time. Why risk it for her?" Ji-Hoon quietly, "Because I already died once. Without her." Ji-Hoon boarding a flight. Plane lifts off under a blood-red sunrise. Los Angeles docks, night. Clara's car screeches to a stop. Men in suits emerge, guns drawn. She ducks behind a container, panic in her eyes. Suddenly, gunfire rains down. The attackers drop one by one. A familiar voice, Ji-Hoon off-screen. "Still don't listen when I say stay home." Clara turns. Ji-Hoon steps into the light. Alive. She gasps, disbelief flooding her face. "Clara, Ji-Hoon?" He takes her hand, pulling her behind cover as more shots ring out. Ji-Hoon, "No time to explain. Run." Roadside motel, night. Dim light, flickering neon sign outside. Ji-Hoon stitches his wound. Clara watches silently. "Clara, you let me think you were dead. You vanished." Ji-Hoon, "If I'd stayed, you would have died too." Clara, "You think that's better? Mourning a ghost?" Tears build. Ji-Hoon hesitates, then touches her hand. Ji-Hoon, "I never stopped loving you." They share a soft, trembling kiss, slow, emotional. Clara whispering, "Then don't disappear again." The trap. Rooftop parking deck. Mason's car arrives. Ji-Hoon and Clara follow. Suddenly, floodlights. Armed men surround them. Victor Han steps forward, sharp suit, cold eyes. Victor, the famous enforcer. Alive, and still chasing the wrong woman. He tosses a photo at Ji-Hoon's feet. Clara tied up, crying. "Victor, you belong to the syndicate, not her. Kill her, and I'll forgive everything." Ji-Hoon stares, gun in hand, then lowers it. Ji-Hoon, "You never understood loyalty." Gunfire explodes. Chaos erupts. Ji-Hoon takes down Victor's guards one by one. Hand-to-hand showdown. Smoke. Sirens in the distance. Ji-Hoon faces Victor, brutal, close combat. They fight across the rooftop edge. Blood, broken glass, raw emotion. Victor stabs Ji-Hoon in the side. Ji-Hoon, gasping, uses the blade to pull Victor closer. Ji-Hoon, "This is for her." He drives the knife into Victor's chest. Victor collapses. Aftermath. Clara runs to Ji-Hoon, holding him as he bleeds. Clara crying, "Stay with me, please." Ji-Hoon weak smile. "No more running together now." Police sirens wail. Mason arrives, pretending to help, but his eyes flicker with hidden intent. Airport hangar, night. Ji-Hoon and Clara prepare to leave in a small plane. Mason loads supplies, glancing at them. Clara, "Where will we go?" Ji-Hoon, "Somewhere no one knows our names." Plane engines roar. Clara rests her head on his shoulder. At a cabin in the mountains, months later. Snow falls. Clara writes in a journal. "He came back from the dead for love. Maybe that's what redemption looks like." Ji-Hoon enters quietly, wraps his arms around her. They look out at the snow, peaceful, finally free. Emotional orchestral swell fading to silence. Location: Seoul, underground office. Mason answers a phone. Voice, filtered. "Are they in place?" Mason, cold smile. "They think they're safe." He closes a folder labeled Project Phoenix, with Ji-Hoon's photo inside. Cut to black. Music. Dark pulse fading to silence. To be continued. Forbidden love. The final reckoning. Cabin, night. Snow falls outside. Ji-Hoon and Clara rest peacefully when black SUVs approach. Windows shatter. Armed agents storm in. Ji-Hoon fights them off, brutally efficient, but outnumbered. Clara screams, "Ji-Hoon!" They're both captured. Fade to black. Clara wakes in a sterile white room. A voice behind glass. Mason Lee. You're not a prisoner, Miss Evans. You're leverage. He reveals. Project Phoenix. A covert government operation using syndicate operatives as assassins. Ji-Hoon was meant to be their prototype. Enhanced reflexes, psychological conditioning, unstoppable loyalty. Clara, furious. You used him. Mason. We built him. Ji-Hoon, restrained, hooked to a neural interface. His memories flash Han, Clara, blood, love. Mason leaves. Ji-Hoon's old instincts kick in. He breaks free using a hidden implant chip. He storms through the lab, chaos, alarms blaring, explosions. Clara finds him in the corridor, trembling. You remember me? Ji-Hoon softly. You're the only thing I never forgot. They escape in a stolen jeep, driving through Seoul's icy streets under a burning dawn. Seoul Intelligence HQ. Mason watches their escape on a monitor. His superior enters, an older man, codenamed Director Kong. Let them run. Love makes them predictable. Kong reveals that Mason himself was part of Project Phoenix, Ji-Hoon's failed prototype. Mason clenches his jaw, jealousy and rage brewing. Ji-Hoon and Clara hide in Tokyo under false names. They share quiet moments, walking through streetlights, eating ramen, trying to live normally. But Clara notices his hand trembling. His neural chip is destabilizing. You're getting worse. Ji-Hoon. If I stop fighting, I stop being me. They embrace, knowing time is running out. Mason tracks them down. Massive fight through neon-lit Tokyo streets. Cars crash, blades flash. Ji-Hoon protects Clara but collapses mid-fight, his neural chip seizing. Mason cold. You were the perfect weapon. Until you fell in love. He shoots Ji-Hoon in the chest, but Clara shoots Mason in return. Mason falls, bleeding, smiling. You'll never outrun what he is. Tokyo rooftop, dawn. Ji-Hoon lies bleeding. Clara holds him, sobbing. We'll get help. Please. Ji-Hoon weak. You gave me something no one else did, freedom. He kisses her hand, eyes closing. Camera pans up to sunrise, light over Tokyo. 2 years later, Seoul Cemetery. Clara leaves flowers at Ji-Hoon's grave, but the tombstone reads no body recovered. A faint voiceover, Ji-Hoon. You can erase memories, but not love. A man's silhouette watching from afar. His hand bears Ji-Hoon's scar. Paris, night. Clara, now a global activist exposing corruption, receives an encrypted message. If you want the truth, come to Reykjavik. Attached. A photo, Ji-Hoon, alive with cybernetic scars. Clara arrives in Reykjavik's frozen landscape. A hidden base beneath the ice. Inside, Ji-Hoon, now part of a rogue group dismantling Project Phoenix. Their reunion is silent, emotional, tears, disbelief, relief. Clara, they said you were dead. Ji-Hoon, I was, until I remembered your name. They embrace, slow, cinematic, snow falling around them. Ji-Hoon explains. Kong revived him using AI augmentation. Now he has superhuman abilities, but his emotions are unstable. If he doesn't shut down the system, he'll become a weapon again. Clara, then we end it. Together. They infiltrate the Arctic data facility, a mix of ice tunnels, servers, and guards. Massive fight scenes. Ji-Hoon tearing through enemies. Clara hacking the mainframe. Kong appears on screen. Love always makes the weapon weak. Ji-Hoon, then I'll die human. He destroys the system, explosions rock the base. Clara tries to pull Ji-Hoon out, but his neural link is collapsing. Clara screaming. Please, not again. Ji-Hoon smiling faintly. You were the mission I never failed. He locks her in the escape pod. As she pounds on the glass, the base erupts in light. Clara, on stage at a peace conference, speaks. He wasn't just a soldier. He was proof that love can break programming. As she leaves, a man in the crowd lowers his hood. Ji-Hoon, scarred but alive. Their eyes meet. Slow smile. Fade to black. Iceland coast. Ji-Hoon's voiceover. They called me a weapon, but she taught me to be human. Camera pans over frozen waves. Symbolic rebirth. Forbidden Love Saga. The end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification icon so that you will get notified whenever a new story is posted. Also leave us a like, comment, and share to others who love good stories.